Hello, and welcome back. Again, this is the Dizzy Duke playing the Testament of Sherlock Holmes on online entertainment. Alright, so if you remember last time, again we were trying to solve who killed this lovely fellow over here, the Bishop of Knightsbridge. We managed to crack a few puzzles. We did a cool little chess puzzle in the veranda, what we may or may not have possibly had to kind of skip. But that does not really matter, because we solved the safe on our own. We managed it, we triumphed, and now we've got to move on. So, if I remember right, we've got to go see Watson.
What should we do next, Holmes? Let us return to Baker Street as quickly as possible.
Alright, let's return. Let's go.
What should we do next, Holmes? Let us return to Baker Street as quickly as possible.
Come on, Holmes, say go. There we go. Alright, where's Baker Street? There we go. 221B Baker Street.
We have crossed London at a breakneck speed. We could have knocked someone over. Naturally, I had to pay the cabby out of my own pocket.
Watson, stop complaining. We have to analyze the clues found at the Bishop's house.
Yeah, Watson. Oh, play Watson. Holmes is a man, he knows. Aha! Little science kit, Holmes' science kit. Oh, here's a cool little fact for you. If you see on the wall there, little kind of weird figures of men, that is because they are from another Sherlock Holmes story. I believe the Mystery of the Dancing Man, where they actually spell out a code. Right, so, let's see here what we got. We've got someone's cut off finger. Nice. Let's work out instructions. Let's have a look at instructions. Analyse the clue. What can we use? Can we use water?
No, I can't do that.
No, you can't. Alright, we've got pincers.
Tooth marks, rather deep ones. I'd say of incisors and a canine.
Alright,
Tooth marks,
we know that. Pincers.
fragments of skin, a phalanx. This finger wasn't cut off, it was ripped off.
Ah, so he did bite it off. Our good old friend, the Bishop of Knightsbridge, he bit it off in self-defence. Any
No,
brushing?
I can't do that.
No, alright. What's this? What's this? Oh, we can't pick that one up. Could we pour acid on the finger? Can we be that violent? I'll do
I
it.
can't do that.
Holmes, ball sport. Alright, alright.
I haven't finished my analysis.
Alright, Holmes, sorry, I just wanted a change. A little bit of a change. Alright.
I haven't finished my analysis.
Right, what else have we got here? Boy, there's nothing else to use, Holmes.
Black and damp earth under the nail. Interesting.
So he's a worker. He probably had his grubby little nail picking up dirty bits of coal and whatnot, and he had it bit off. That'd teach him.
No, I can't do that.
Scalpel?
Tooth mark, fragments of skin, a phalanx. This finger wasn't cut off, it was ripped off.
Maybe we can trim this dirty nail for when we give it back to the bloke. Come
No,
on.
I can't.
Alright, do you want us to use the pincers again, Holmes? You want us to use the pincers?
Tooth mark,
No. Oh, maybe acid. Acid
No, I
on. Oh, maybe just a
No, I
good
can't.
clean.
No, I can't.
Well, what can you do, Holmes? What can you do?
No, I can't. No, I can't.
Can't even get a magnifying glass.
I haven't finished my analysis.
How else can we analyse, Holmes? We've used everything possible. Analyse for clues. Right. So we've got some dirt here. There are scratches here. Can we brush the
No, I can't do
scratches?
that. No, I can't do that. No, I can't do that. No, I can't do. No, I can't. No, I can't. No, I can't. No, I can't.
Well, I find this a little bit complicated, to be honest. Be nice if there's a few instructions. Water, pincers. Maybe it's take all the pincers. Oh!
Bite marks on this severed finger. I'm afraid of the significance.
The thieves didn't get what they wanted. When they were faced with the bishop's refusal to cooperate, one of the gang shook his finger at him
to indicate that he was responsible for his unfortunate state.
And the poor man, whose head was the only part of him not bound by ropes, bit the finger violently enough to sever it. An uncommonly savage act.
Watson, I am certain that when we have explained the reasons behind this sudden bestiality, we will have revealed a larger part of the mystery.
I'm a little embarrassed that all we had to do was pick that up with the pincers, but it's fine. As I said, the finger was bit off by our good old friend, the Bishop of Knightsbridge. Alright, we've got this dirty little scalpel here, bloody scalpel. Let's have a look at this.
There is something written on this scalpel. I should clean it.
Oh, I'll clean with some water first, that's it. It's a nice little bit of water, clean up. Oh, is that a WCCH? Is that our doctor's initials?
Ah, I can make out WCCH. What do the initials stand for? How many hospitals are there in the Whitechapel area, Watson?
If we count public dispensaries, enough to keep us busy for an entire month. Did this scalpel come from a hospital?
Yes, as the initials WCCH engraved upon it show us. We must think on how best to deal with this. We do not have the time to investigate every hospital in Whitechapel.
Exactly, we can't investigate all of them. We could just look for the ones who have the same initials as we found there. That might be a good idea. Right, but it's probably that the person who tortured our poor bishopy friend was working at that hospital. That's how he got hold of that knife. Right, bit of rope. Let's
I
have a
have
look at
cut a
rope.
small piece off the rope. That should be enough.
Alright, so there's some stones there I'm guessing we can pick
A lot
up.
of fragments of black stone are wedged into this rope. Their colour seems unnatural, but they are too small for me to examine them.
I can't examine them.
Black and damp earth.
In another Holmes book, we tell that he can tell, from looking at the dirt attached to someone's leg, he can tell exactly where they've been, in London. So maybe we could analyse this dirt to find out where a little torturer, murderers, where they were.
I must compare the samples of earth that I found.
Right, put that back, and let's have a nice little brush of it.
I can't do that.
Well, you can't brush it. Can we water
I
it?
can't.
No. Acidify it. Probably more pincer work.
This rope is only worn on one side.
Exactly, done. Alrighty then. And the last bit we've got is a nice little bit of stone. Stone.
This fragment of stone is very smooth, and it seems to be of a peculiar quality. I shall have to strip it with one of my products.
Really? Do we finally get to use the acid? We get to use the acid.
This stone appears to be the same as those found within the rope's fibres.
Yeah, so it's rope what's been on the ground a lot. Can we...
This stone is granite, covered in black paint. The fragments found in the rope and this piece of granite come from the same place.
Ah, exactly. See, we knew. Alright, let's examine this
I
dirt.
must compare the samples of earth that I found. I must compare. And if I mix this earth with another substance...
Acid?
I can't do that.
Water.
Now it must all be...
As he said, it's all got to be stirred together.
I can't.
Stirred with... pincer.
The samples of earth taken from beneath the fingernail and from the ropes originate from the same place.
How do you know?
It took just a little water to analyze the consistency. The soil has retained its moisture, even though there hasn't been rain in London for over a week.
This soil could come from the bank of a river, or somewhere where the evaporation is slower. A mine, perhaps, or a trench.
The banks of the Thames are clay soil, unlike our samples, so we can rule that out. The nearest mines are 12 miles away, so I would rule that out also. I would therefore conclude your last theory to be nearer the mark.
A trench?
A pit. Watson, bring me your register of the London hospitals.
Studying the scalpel has given you an idea, then?
Indeed.
I'll get it.
Oh yeah, back to good old Watson. Hardcore, movable Watson. Look, Watson. Do a dance, Watson. Show the people. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. We're Watson it up. Did you know though, in the Sherlock Holmes books they were quite ahead of their time. Holmes, our good old friend here, was one of the first people to use forensics. That's basically what we just did there. Have a study of old materials. Alright, so what we got to get? What has Watson got to do? Let's move along. Ah! Oh! Won't look at the paper yet, I'll just go up here. Looks like there's some books. Maybe one of the books. Alright, no. Not there, come on. This way, choose that. Oh, wrong button. Alright, so back to books.
General practitioner? That won't be of any use to me.
You're not a general practitioner, are you, Watson?
Hospitals and dispensaries in London. I have found my book, Holmes.
Good. Put it on the work table, will you?
Perfect. See? Eno, we found that book. Let's have a quick look at this newspaper. Oh, Marquis's fake necklace. At the moment of writing these lines, the famous Samarn necklace belonging to the Marquis of Condom has still not been recovered. Our editorial staff remain reserved as to the role that the famous detective, Sherlock Holmes, has played in the affair. For this is not the first time that Mr. Holmes has compromised himself during the course of one of his so-called investigations. When recalling the second Stain case, the affair is indeed strangely similar to the Marquis of Condonham's necklace misfortune. Indeed, Mr. Trelawney Hope, Secretary for State for Europe Affairs, had a document of extreme value in his safe box which had been stolen but a few days earlier. Who, if not Sherlock Holmes, could have replaced the document in Mr. Hope's safe? What was the point of the trick? It was evident that Sherlock Holmes knew the identity of the person blackmailing the gentleman's wife, Lady Hilda Trelawney Hope, guilty of a love affair with another man. The sinister blackmailer, a certain Lucas, had a letter that revealed Lady Trelawney Hope's double life. He wanted the Secretary of State's wife to give him the precious document belonging to her husband in exchange for the love letter. She obeyed him. But then Lucas was found murdered, and Mr. Holmes managed to find the compromising letter without any difficulty on the crime scene, after it had been meticulously searched by the police. Does that not strike you as strange? Mr. Holmes knew where the hiding place was without any doubt as to the motive for the murder. No need to ask who made the profit from the crime. Eradicated a cumbersome accomplice and thus appears a hero in the eyes of the authorities. Evidently, the transcript of the affair undertaken by Mr. Holmes' friend Dr. Watson gives another explanation entirely, but is he truly objective? We may allow ourselves a certain doubt on that score. Oh, it's that Dick O'Farley again. We don't like that O'Farley. He's mean to our friend Sherlock.
Holmes.
No, Holmes, you don't want to read it. It's complete trash. Don't want to read that trash.
I have found my book, Holmes.
Good. Put it on the work table, will you?
Oh, we need to get the book out. There's the book. Alright, we got... Oh, where's the book? There it is.
Here is the section showing Whitechapel. I made several notations on these pages during our investigation into the Ripper, which might prove useful. All we need to do is to find a hospital or a public dispensary near a location where pits have been dug and black granite has been used.
It's simplicity itself. I haven't finished my analysis.
Alright, I'm controlling Sherlock here. Let's see if we can use any of these chemicals here.
No, it is unnecessary.
Oh, he wants us to read the book. Let's read this little book here. Alright, investigation to Whitechapel Dispensary. The rope is worn only on one side. It was manufactured with one side. The rope was always used for the same side. The rope was near water and it had rotted. Well, it's probably used from the same side. The damp earth brought in by the Bishop of Knightsbridge killers. Souls from a pit. We got told that. We know that. It's from a pit. And then both lead to... The rope was used for tying up boats. The rope was used there. Well, the rope is used to lower something into a pit. Oh yeah. But then that ain't got up, so maybe it was near water, so that's rotted. No? Pretty sure it's on the same side. Alright, let's have a look at this next one. We go back to that. Fragment of granite painted black. Alright. Oh! Could come from a monument painted black. It's from a painted rock. The fragment comes from a granite well. They weren't painted granite well black, but could come from a monument. And this would both lead to, or this say, the earth and the fragment of granite come from a building. The earth and the stone are for a pit near a monument. The earth and the fragment of granite come from a cave. I won't say a cave. Could be a building, or could be a monument near a pit. Let's try monument near a pit. And they both lead to... Oh, so it used to pull something for a monument. Right. Final bit. The earth and the rope and the fragment of granite come from a Oh. No, could it? The earth and the rope and the fragment of granite come from a building undergoing repairs. The earth and the rope and the fragment of granite come from a tombstone factory. I won't say tombstone factory or grave, but possibly a building's undergoing repairs. What leads to... Oh, from the Whitechapel Clinic. It's not near a tombstone factory. It's not near a grave, but it could be under construction. Ah, something's not quite right here. Let's have a look. So, we know that... Oh! Well, it ain't near water, but it's always used on the same side. There's no more to go down. The soil is for... Nice for a pit, we got told that. It may not be from a monument. It comes from a granite wall painted black. Ah, that's more likely if it's a building. Or for a pit near a monument. Come from a building. That'd be more like that. From the fragment of granite come from a building. I'd say that seems more likely. Rope is used to lower something into a pit. Rope is used in 12. Won't be tying up, so it is lower something. The earth, rope and fragments come from a building. I'd agree with that. Because it ain't gonna be for a grave or tombstone factory. It's near construction. So what have we got wrong? So they're definitely right, because we got given them. Got the rope was always used from the same side. That's most likely right. So it's from a pit. Probably right. The fragment comes from a granite wall painted black. Yes. Can we go back?
My analysis.
No, we can't go back. Can't, we can do this. We're not that silly. Instructions. Aha, dispensary near the memorial at Whitechapel. Dispensary near the Whitechapel Cemetery. Dispensary near a tombstone factory. Near Whitechapel's granite quarry. Near a large repair site.
I am missing some information. I am missing some information. I am missing...
Alright, that won't help. We can't choose it yet.
I am missing some information.
But maybe it's not under repair. Maybe we're going completely down the wrong road. Maybe it is come from a grave or tombstone factory. Let's try grave. Whitechapel Clinic's near a grave. The earth and the fragments come from a building. Come from a monument. It was used to lower something into a pit. That was always used on the same side. So for a pit. They come from monument paper. Ah! Perfect. See, we're going down the wrong track. It wasn't from a painted building, it was from a grave. So we know it's for a Whitechapel Clinic, it's near a grave, or a grave site, and a pit. Dispensary 4661 near the Whitechapel Cemetery. Oh, that could be quite possible. Near a memorial Whitechapel. Oh no, because he said it's near a grave. Ain't near a tombstone factory, not near warehouses or granite, or a large repair site, so that must be dispensary 4661. Yep.
The public dispensary number 4661. It's just opposite the Whitechapel Street Cemetery.
Yes, Watson. The murderer with the missing finger must work in the cemetery, or at least visit it. He could have taken a rope, one of the type they use to lower the coffins into the graves. The granite is minute particles of tombstone.
And he only had to cross the road to steal a scalpel from the dispensary opposite.
Exactly, so he didn't work as a doctor or a nurse in a dispensary. He worked in the graveyard, and as we can already tell, he's not a very scrupulous gentleman. He stole a scalpel. What you got to say, Watson?
We must analyze all our clues, Watson.
Let's see if we can use...
We must...
Alright, yes, we're doing it, Watson.
No, it is unnecessary.
That's unnecessary. What other clues we got? What else have we got? Sure we can't analyse the black powder? No. Where can we go next? Got some papers around here. Nothing on the desk. So we have more to analyse? Aha! The glass. A bit of glass. Alright, let's have a look at instructions. To analyse the evidence, add liquids from the test tubes. Use all active agents to work out all of its characteristics. Alright. So put the glass there. I'll turn it into a mystery one. Turned it through the mystery one into a nice little liquid here. Let's add... Yeah, let's try... Ooh. Alright, we can change all different colours. Let's try the blue one. Right, we had some of these yellow bits there. Let's try some of that again. Right, 3 oranges, 2 greys. On the blue one we had 3 oranges, 2 greys. Perfect, we got that right. Let's switch to the green one. Right, again it looks 3 greys, 2 oranges. So I said, I have to test that again, a bit slower. Yep, 3 greys, 2 oranges. From this green stuff. And that was fatality. Oh, no, these are... Oh, that makes it. So the blue is muscle stimulant. The grey is degeneration of skin tissue. The green is aggressiveness. And this little brown one here is fatality. Alright then. So let's move to the yellow. Let's press the... Oh, I said yellow. Go back to the yellow. Oh, let's go right round. Alright. We've got 1 blue and 2 green. So 1 blue, 2 green. Perfect. Let's move to this pinkish one. Right, we've got 3 brown and 3 green. 3 brown and 3 green. And finally, we got this orange solution. Got 2 green, 1 brown, 1 blue. 2 green, 1 brown, 1 blue.
Poison.
Perfect.
And apparently very virulent.
So here's poisoned as well. Results in analysis of the poison mistrate to bishop nitrate, a substance that provokes a heightened aggression close to madness, death by cardiac arrest. So he wasn't torture death. The poison was force-fed into his mouth, gave him a cardiac arrest. How interesting. Well, anyway, I think this is where we've got to leave it today. I'll just leave you look at this lovely page here. We found out the bishop wasn't killed by being beaten or cut, he was poisoned after he wouldn't reveal what was in the safe. So I've been the Dizzy Duke, this has been online entertainment, and I hope you want to comment, subscribe or just like. Please subscribe to this page and have a lovely day. See yous.